After our failure at Real Madrid and getting sacked by Florentino Perez, we knew we'd have to return to Spain. I was eyeing up Barcelona. Hansi Flick, a brilliant manager, however, has stayed on there. So we've got to prove ourselves to world football going lower. We became the Real Betis manager, hoping to shock the entirety of football and bring them up the league. So far, wins against Real Madrid and Barcelona might have us potentially finishing this rebuild today. Yes, people, the journeyman could be over. Sad times, but as you can see, we are 1 point off Real Madrid. We are chasing down this title. The only title left to win is La Liga. We've won every single other major one. And when we do finish this series, whether it be today or in 2 episodes, 4 episodes time, we'll run through our entire career. We've got a month right there I do think we can simulate. We've got January with Barca. And we've got some rough spending because we've only got £7 million, which has just been raised through revenue of cup competitions. Plus, that's going to go into contracts. With this, the team, we've brought in the best player right here, Mosquera. However, we are off the back of a defeat where he has to be captain and probably put this team off. Altimira. Will he stay as captain or Mosquera? Because we spoke to him at the end of last episode. Christian, you asked to be the captain of this club. Now we've got a captain here. I've never done this before as manager, and I'm taking a big stand, putting my neck on the line. But if I give you the captaincy, can you prove to turn Altimira's head, make him happy again, and get us playing? He says, I will not let you down, Gaffer. That's what I came to this club to be. Back in Spain, I will impress. I'll win over Altimira. Is this me and my potential final job actually falling to player power? Well, on one side of the coin, yes it is. But on the other side, probably not. Because it's really upset now our ex-captain. Come on though, the only way we change his mind, as you got a glimpse of Mosquera there. Manager of the month. Hopefully the sim games have been good to us. But we have to simply beat Barcelona again, this time at home. Big shout out Bane to 10 mods as always. He's carried this journeyman career with his mods that you can find linked below. Bangula, he has to go back. On that counter-attacking style. Altimira, his head's out the game. But there's Bogarts trying to steal the ball off Gerard Martin. Lamine Yamal is playing Hamza Abdelkarim. Good touch by Fare though. Bangula. Goes backwards. Fare, I think, is ex-La Masia. Might be wrong on that, but oh, we just can't get past them. Mendes, I love it. I love playing against him. What a player he was for us. Borussia Mönchengladbach. Really wish I could be coaching him. Obviously, there's no shame in actually admitting we were looking for the Barca job. Lamine Yamal is confusing us. We've just had to whack it away. It's still not clear. Lamine Yamal comes at us again. Tackle by Altimira. Now it's Ezal Zuli, who is an ex-Barcelona prodigy. Getting in there is Altimira, though. Prove your worth. Prove potentially he can be the captain again. Hey, I don't mind it being a scrap if it keeps both players on their toes. Here goes Bangula trying to cut inside. So far level and a tactical game. However, a draw doesn't do it for us. We're actually quite a bit clear of Barcelona. Like 8 points. It's Real Madrid that we're actually chasing. Hansi Flick's not performed well. Ilian Zabani again with a tackle. Altimira. Caldera. He needs to get that back in the middle to Ezal Zuli. Abde waits for the run in front of him. This could be where we attack here. Into Bogarts. Touched and sends Jean Garcia the wrong way. It's a brilliant finish. We get in the dance out as well. I think it was Salinas with the assist. Fantastic cross. Fantastic goal. Just sends the keeper with his eyes. Fine finish, but let's hope that is the finish to the game. This counter-attacking style, I'll take 1-0s, I'll take 2-0s, I'll take everything as long as it's a win. Mosquera and Altimira having a bit of a link-up. Obviously not the best of friends in real life. Surely that's handballed. No, Anthony Gordon straight through the middle. That's a pass on. That's a finish. We're trying to keep tabs with Real Madrid. Ilian Zabani across the box into Salinas. Ezal Zuli, come on, juke your man and please get this goal. You don't have a clue what this would do for momentum here, as that falls to Ezal Zuli. Oh, he needed to score there on a silver platter with a golden spoon. Needs to actually score it. And hang about, we could be losing this game. Fermin's around us. Fermin's taking it a little bit too far. We're just absolutely scrapping for the win right here, and the referee spoils the game. It's given a penalty. Is this really handball by Abde? He's tried to win the header. Oh, it is. Lamine Yamal to win this game. It is 3 points closer to us. It's in the roof of the net. And Barcelona celebrate a victory. We've just been slam dunked on. At least we're unbeaten in the Europa League, but still that's not what we chase as a manager. Now 4 points behind Real Madrid. They just don't lose games. We're going to play them again. At least it seems like our simming went well. And hopefully the captaincy doesn't cause any more trouble. Now we're approaching deadline day. We're in January. But I think I've got to address the fans right here. I'm going to say online, we don't have the money. We can't spend any more. The board don't have the cash. We don't have the players to sell, unless it was someone like Bradley Burrows, who we could potentially get out of the club, placking Tobio Burgos. We're not playing this man. I just don't see us getting anybody else, though. He's an 83 rated on the bench. Riquelme just played against Arsenal in real life and scored against them. Yes, this team's just beaten Arsenal, but could the captain be out the door? Altamira. He's 33. Then again, he's had a cruel time here. We can't forget, this was the captain. We might not do it this season. Can he change? If he could be a centre-back, but no, he can't even be a full-back. Plus, we could do this. I know it takes a while, but Leandro Zirchner is his backup. Because our backup defender, he's 37, but Ruben Dias, the experience that this man holds, he's got 27 pace, he's lost a leg. He is going to be quality if we have to call upon him as third choice. Because I'll still probably put Zutchner in the defence. We've got 7 million. The fans are fuming we can't spend money, but just after the transfer window, this could be labelled as our biggest game of the Journeyman save. We've actually took over them. They've lost games. And we must have continued winning. With the Copa del Rey semi-finals reached, we're 1-0 up against Deportivo. There's a chance to play in a trophy, which does take away from the league games we can play. But man, winning La Liga would end this entire save. And as much as I'm loving it, we've got to try and do that. Tactical style. I'm going to stick what we're going with. I am going to make Caldera a shadow striker though. And this is it, lads. If we're going to win it this season, look at the Tifosi in the background. I absolutely love that. But it's Real Madrid visiting us. We went to the Bernabeu, Camp Nou, picked up the points from both of them clubs. So now they've got to pick them up against us. Yes, Barcelona succeeded, but this means more. It's the rival or indirect rival we've had all career because Amorim's just been chasing wherever we've had success, trying to be a B-Tech MWS, and it is our former club. So this means so much. Kamada! What a save by Hendrik Hansen. Brilliant from our regen Neuer. Kamada over again. Ex-player of ours, doing rather well. Now we've got to go forward again. Abdel El Zalzouli. That's a good pass by Altamira. He was definitely looking at offers, or I was looking at offers if they came in for him, but still he's the captain. He's got space. He lets fly. For a game that means so much to either side, we're definitely not shy of shooting. Here goes Kamada. Good tackle, Ilya Zabani. And there's Caldera in the middle. He needs to get forward. Trying to come back with Carlos Espy. Real-life Real Madrid player. Forcing them to go long. With the counter-attacking comes high pressing. Just control that very nicely. There we go. We're going to go again. Salinas into Ezalzouli. Chip that over the top. Brilliant ball. Here goes Carlos. He's got the sweaty on. He goes himself, but he had to make sure in the roof of the net. Carlos Espy, real-life Real Madrid baller, scores a vital goal. What an assist, by the way, from Sergio Altamira. Captaincy definitely isn't affecting him anymore. Camavinga goes straight into Jude Bellingham. Now this would put us points clear. We are just approaching half-time. Real Madrid see out to then, and I think this is when we do something probably stupid, but hopefully not. We've got to shock them. So I don't think they're expecting a change. I don't think Abde's been very good. Burrows, after plenty of transfer offers in for him, he will play. That's a big gamble, and that's a gamble pass from Ilya Zabani. He's been really good today, though, so I'm not going to go and dive into our Ukrainian defensive wall at the back. Alongside Mascara. Now Kamada's dribbling down this side. Altamira, man of the match. Knight him, please. The way he's just shook off all that controversy around the captaincy. It's been beautiful. Good touch from Caldera and Espy. Bogarts is pointing to where he wants it. I didn't want to go for that. I wanted to go with Mbangula. If I've said his name at any wrong point or wrong at any point, I probably have. I apologise. That's a good cross towards the edge of the box. I just want to put it in the area because I do not want to get counter-attacked on. We've got plenty of bodies back now. Gonzalo Garcia just signed for Fulham. They've got plenty of players on this right-hand side. Look at the ground made up from our right back. Then again, he's left his station. Real Madrid into the middle. Carreras into Baturina, ex-player. Everything is X at Real Madrid. I love our keeper, man. Head that away. Ilyas Zabani, don't give a stupid pen, referee. We've just been dragged down. But Mbangula, brilliant performance. I'm glad I actually took off the other player, Abde. The ex-Barcelona man was just not doing it for me. So the number 7, Mbangula, I don't mind it. He tried it. We're brilliant at chip balls. And now Salinas waits for the run around. Here goes Mbangula again. If he can put it across the box, it's all the way to the back post where Burrows is. That is why I made the change. The lucky number 27. This is now why we are considered a world-class elite-style manager. We have tactically outclassed Real Madrid. That first goal on a bit of a break. The second goal comes with our substitution. That's what we do. See it out, and this could be the final game of the Journeyman Career Modes. Will continue, but maybe I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Gonzalo Garcia. He's been brilliant this game as Hansen, and we win the game 2-0. With the Copa del Rey finale up next, do we give the players a rest? Do we play this game? I think it's a trophy, ain't it? We're still going to be trophy hunting despite needing La Liga to finish this series. And after all, I don't want to finish it. I'm really enjoying it. I don't want to bottle a league. And it seems like we're both trying to do that because Barcelona have got themselves back in the race. We lost another game, drew 3. Real Madrid lost 7 now. Oh my days. Turns out Barcelona, after beating us, got a crucial 3 points because they're actually the closest to us. How many games this season's left? There is 5. There's 4 on that page. Villarreal, we don't play any of the big teams. This is a lot closer to the end than I thought. We could actually win something. We haven't progressed in the Europa League. We're beaten 6-1 by Olympiacos. Probably put the reserves out there. And after all, we're 2 times Champions League winners. We didn't really care about the Europa League. It would have been nice to go out on it as we've signed everybody up to new deals apart from the retiring Keane Lewis Potter. And Carlos Espy was unwilling to negotiate new terms. The fact we can't actually sign him up again tells me he's rejected us for another club, and it's either Real Madrid or Barcelona. Right. We've got to try and win the league this year to a direct rival. He's not even up there on goals. It's Burgart, so at least we've still got him. Lamine Yamal, Kamada, Jamie Gittens. Carlos Espy scored 12, same as our Cam, more than Julian Alvarez. Anyway, enough of that. We've got Elche, who I believe are still in this top division. However, with the league our main focus, this is when I can change up the team and still have faith in it to go out there and win it. Playing at the Bernabeu, okay. Looks like they've got a bloody training kit on. No offence to any Elche fans out there. Not a fan of that. And although Ruben Diaz does have leadership qualities, I had to give the captaincy over to Altimira. We've got to keep him as happy as possible. Hopefully we do leave the club after this and go. They've got Marcus Leonardo up front, and Marcus Leonardo walks in. Come on, lads. I put your reserves out thinking you'd actually give a bit of grit and actually care for the competition. This is a sign, despite how elite you are as a manager, despite how experienced, you can get it wrong. But hopefully we've not got it wrong altogether. Burrows, fresh off scoring against Real Madrid, into Petit. There's a reason we've stuck to a structured team, because some of these players, yeah, they don't look too good. Mosquera, what a signing he was. Our other defender, Zirchner's chasing them around like a headless chicken. Diaz only has 27 pace, so I'm definitely keeping him back. With El Gnawi trying to get past Lewis Potter. Hull Academy, shows you how much I like him. Not playing him. Grimsby Town fan over here with Ivan. Here we go, we've got a bit of a run on here. Counter-attacking still is our style, despite who we actually play. Petit keeps that ball, he misses the goal. Whopping chance to go level. Faré wins his header. Burrows gets the ball across into Ivan. Ivan into Jonathan David, makes 2 defenders clash, and Jonathan David scores the leveller. The reserves do good. Beating the reserves all save, gave him a chance, and at least he scores, does the Canadian. Level going into this second half at the Santiago Bernabeu. Faré into Bradley Burrows. Let's just try this left-hand side, shall we here? Ruben Diaz into Ezal Zuli. Around the corner, Keane Lewis Potter. Lewis Potter's allowed to go a long way. Put it across the box. Let's win this game. Is it straight to penalties? I don't know, but we had a really rough start. We need to make sure we get a comeback like Barcelona did to us. Marcus Leonardo stopped by Ruben Diaz. No pace, no problem. I'd also love to win a game more than just a comfortable 1-goal lead. I know I'm saying this whilst it's still level, and it isn't. Marcus Leonardo scores again. He finds another goal against the Unction, and now Lewis Potter go down this side into Abde. He cannot get past Martez now. Put the pressure on Lewis Potter. If you're retiring, make sure you run them legs into the ground. I don't want to see you stepping into no non-league. You should be done by now. Marcus Leonardo waiting on the return ball. He's still probably like 85 rated minimum, so he'll be good. As that's a good pass into Coralejo. He's already on an assist over the top towards Petit, who gets there and this time doesn't miss. Fine finish from the Uruguayan. The two strikers I've never gave a chance to score. And it's a good finale, this. Marcus Leonardo into Al Hawari, out wide into El Nagarwi. One thing I do want to check as well after this game is if Real Madrid and Barcelona play each other in the El Clasico. Thinking about the league as we're on for a cup, and we're actually on for the first time taking the lead. Jonathan David, if he's on side here, what a save by Markovic. Like I say, entertaining game this one. Probably the best, despite it being the reserves. Oh, Ivan, no. Ivan could have cost us there. Diaz comes a long way. That is not leadership. That is not quality. Whistle's blown. Is it straight to pens, or do we have to play a stupid extra time? Yay, just what I wanted. Just what I wanted. Players playing more minutes. The likes of Altamira won't be happy about this. We took the goalie. The goalie's took it away from his own player. Leonardo nets his hat-trick in added time. The most pointless bit of added time imaginable. That the only thing happening in the first half. So he's got a hat-trick as Marcus Leonardo. Still, we've made no subs because, honestly, we don't have much room for subs. We only had a thin squad because I wanted to trust the main players. And I wanted to go for La Liga. We obviously haven't put it in the Europa League, which I don't care about anyway. But let's still see penalties now. We might as well in added time. Great shot, Altamira. He's one of the only quality players we've still got on the field. Same as Abde, who fell out of the squad for a little bit. He's allowed to come inside. He goes low. In the episode where we could actually end this series, win the final major honour, we lose out on the Copa del Rey. But still we stay gracious in defeat. Congratulations to Elche. My plaudits go to them. We've got bigger fish to fry. We put the reserves out. Then again, they still beat us. That's me kind of being an elite manager. Giving praise, but still protecting our own back. Which ultimately we've had to do. So yeah, 5 games left. I do want to check if Barcelona and Real Madrid play each other. Please. Who's their best player? Of course it's Lamine Yamal. The youngster Hamzed Al-Delkarim is actually 83 overall now. Quite interested in his career because I have a video coming out on the main channel about Egyptian players and Egyptian teams now. Espanyol Barcelona. That's a close by game. Atleti Barcelona. Good. Okay, Espanyol. They've got to do a lot of heavy lifting for us. No, it looks like Derby day's over. Malaga and Villarreal. Don't leave it till final day. I'm going to go for 3 simulations. I don't think we'll win the league in that. And we went back to the main team, of course. Mosquera looking a bit tired, and he's not the captain anymore. Altamira didn't get to lift his trophy. 4 points we sit over Barcelona, meaning our next victory crowns us against all the odds after 3 out of 4 wins against the El Clasico teams. Betis can win this title. I've prayed for days like this. Let's go out there and do it. Danny Rose comes to me and says, "Boss, it's been a pleasure working with you. You obviously told me about your aim to win 5 trophies. Does that mean you're done?" I'll announce, "Danny, don't worry. I'm going to put it out to the world, but all you have to know is the keys are in the drawer for the training ground. If we win this game, we will retire and become the best manager ever." From Barrow to Stoke, to Mönchengladbach, to Como, to Real Madrid, don't like to mention that, Monaco, Arsenal, now Betis. We came up from non-league football. We sit at the top. Barcelona, very insecure with Hansi Flick. Ruben Amorim's gone, by the way. And Jermaine Defoe's in charge of Sociedad. But we have had some career, and I've never used this feature, but this is a career overall view. So we've had 8 clubs, won 5 titles. Have we really done that? Oh, Barrow, of course. I was thinking the major ones. Would have already completed the rebuild at that point. 1 domestic cup isn't many. 2 continentals, which is the Champions League. Biggest win came in our first season with Altrincham against Barrow, and our biggest defeat was with Stoke, losing to Burnley 4-0. Our biggest record fee... Can I get that off the top of my head? I believe it must be... I forgot his name, though. But the goalie we signed at Real Madrid. And we got sacked after that. But 286 wins, 92 draws, 79 losses. A lot more goals scored than conceded. We're getting our own little bit at the Ballon d'Or ceremony, praising how good we've been as a manager. But all praise goes to this team. We've had 2 goal scorers, which you always need at clubs. And here's a list of some of my favourite players. Now I haven't included... what was it? Real Madrid. A few Como players could get on this list, but I don't think we were there long enough. Same as Monaco, should I say, not Morocco. Where I really enjoyed my time, but Jim O'Brien, Big Jim. We call him Jim even though his name's Jake. What a player. He's gone back to Lyon, where he's been in real life. Nico Paz was brilliant. Low at Stoke, he's still there. Loyal boy. Endrick, not. Dauman. Rocco Wright's the captain that lifted our first major honour. Moore, our first youth player. Mendes, our best. And I could be doing this all for nothing, because we could actually not win this game, but we've got 2 bites at the cherry and 2 teams below us. Here we go. Vallecano are in 8th, so they're not a team to be underestimated. We've probably got a harder game in the second one if we need to play that second one. If not, we don't care. We've done the save. Who will score our final goal? If it's not today, if it's in a week's time, if it's in a month's time, then again, that will be a long save. And everything is in our favour. We should be doing it. Still, we've got to make sure, even if we lose 2 games, 2 other teams don't drop any points. They've got to win them all. Altimira, again, I've given him the captaincy. Mosquera's led the team. He'll lift the team and hopefully lift the trophy as well with Burrows. He stayed in the squad ever since that goal against Real Madrid. We just need to keep the ball. Even though we're a countering team, they're not allowing us to do that. Okay, so it looks like they're going to counter on us. Mosquera's took out the equation. Maybe a good tactic. Ogachukwu, I think that was, through into Panicelli, a decent striker. The Argentine! Blooming Eckers, man. Nearly took the roof of the net off there. Bradley Burrows, round the corner. Fare, good ball into Borgas. Chip that over the top, a little dink. Burrows. Oh, he almost fit it through the gap. To be fair, they've got a really decent team. Riquelme must be retiring by that speech at the top. Victor Munoz, the new Liverpool man. That's a brilliant delivered ball. If we're going to win the Liga today, we've got to do this the hard way. We're at home, by the way, and we've absolutely been dunked on. Why is he shooting? What are you doing? I said fake shot. Right, I'm going to make our counter-attacking really aggressive if they're going to try and counter us. We'll counter them better with the attacking style. That's such a lucky pass. Through the legs. Joaquin Panicelli. Over the top. Enrique Carmo's actually beat us to it. This could be 2-0 if we're not careful. Ogachukwu onto the edge. Yasir gives him it back. Leslie Ogachukwu. Don't let the Argentine score again. He drifts it. Victor Munoz is running as ragged. And that's another chance for Charlie Hughes. Shame he's injured for Hull City at the start of the season. Not because, again, Grimsby Town fan. Not a big fan of Hull City reaching that Premier League. Salinas. Get this round the corner. Carlos Espy through the middle. Caldera looking for the gap. He's managed to keep hold of the ball still. It falls back to us. Bradley Burrows missed a clutch. Doesn't clutch. The signs of aggression are there. Yislak gives it into Yasser. Back into Joaquin. Over the top to Enrique Carmo. Never heard of him. Never heard of this guy here. They might have regens why they're doing so decently. 8th position, not to be underestimated, this squad. Zabani comes a long way though. That's the aggressive counter-attack, and this is where it kicks in. Altimira, across again. This is where it kicks in. Ball through. Borgas scores! What a move! This is where we belong. Games like this is what you are in football for. The probability of winning the league's now shifted to like 90, winning it in this game, but still, we want to confirm it. We want a win. We want this win at home. Counter-attacking opportunity here, though. They've sent so many bodies forward. We need to spread out. Joaquin, though, is around the corner. Don't lose this game. We let it go past us. It might be a draw, but it might still be enough. Mbangula across the line. We've got to get that ball, Carlos SB. Referee blows his whistle. What's going to happen here? Are we title winners or are we not? There's flags flying high. It doesn't look like celebrations. Looks like we're going to have to go again. Make sure we pick up all 3 points next time. We make no mistakes. A more difficult challenge. We've stepped up from 8th to play the team in 5th. So, no game was really easy. Is that Salmon, the Arsenal young defender? I've just watched him play against Betis and lose to Betis 3-1. Can we get an early goal here? Over the top. We've got the man running in support. We've got so many bodies forward. Where's the defence? Where is Real Sociedad? This game's at home as well. The camera's shaking. Bradley Burrows has a lively start, but we have to keep this running throughout the game. This is more like it. Sandoval around the corner. Bino and Gittens. Get that tackle in. He doesn't do. Ian Matson stopped. Right, I'm not going to go for the aggressive press, obviously, but we can still counter. These will be chasing some kind of European football. I've just seen at the top corner, Barcelona are winning, so we definitely need to win this game. If we draw, we've bottled the league. Remember earlier on today when I said we need to start winning games by more than actually a goal? Well, that kicks in right now. Martin Zubimendi, we sold him back to this club at Arsenal. Faré gets the tackle. Counter-attacking opportunity. 2 goals, like I said. It's brilliant, quick passing. No one's twigged onto Carlos Espy. Go near post. Oh, you can't get more near post than that. 2-0. 2 goals. Carlos Espy celebrates. I think the entirety of Betis will be doing after this game and the final whistle. Approaching the second half now. Altimira, Zabanyi, Salinas. Out wide, straight from the whistle. We usually scored with Arsenal just after half-time. Espy's dancing the wrong way and stopped by an Arsenal player. Just how you want it to be. We've had some weird records. It's weird that Real Madrid absolutely fallen off, but we've had the rivalry with Amorim. We've had the unbeaten runs. We've had Barrow, the title winning our first season. It's honestly been really special. Altamira, that would have been special. Dean Henderson in the goal. Jamie Gittens just getting taken off. What a weird Sociedad team this is, but it's obviously working for them. Altamira, keep trying it, and no, I thought that was it. I thought that was going to be the special one for the special player, hoping to lift this trophy, and he will be. The journeyman is over. I mean, I don't have an actual trophy, but now I'm stood up. We can actually lift something, pretend we've won something in real life. I mean, this save has probably been my favourite save we've ever done. It takes Grimsby extremely close. Altimira, like he's high-fiving Mosquera last. He's got him closest to the podium. He's even looking at him, so everything came together in the end, and all them trophies do. From non-league to 5 major honours, 2 Champions Leagues, all the rest. If you want this save to happen in FC27, because honestly, I've had such a blast. Let me know in the comments below, but thank you so much for watching the Journeyman Save.